Dude, this is undeniably such a good fucking song. It is such a good fucking song. And I won't lie. I won't lie. Alright. Let me double check everything here. So, but I think of you, it's in the past. Um, what's up, Curly? Skylex, welcome in as well. Let me just double check everything. I think we should be good. It's in the past. That should be fine. You're not dreaming, no. You are not dreaming. This is real? Well, I guess it's up to you to figure that out. No potato sand, no. 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 So here, listen. I know this is still very early. I'll probably have to explain it a couple of times. I'm also going to be turning this into a YouTube series just cuz for the people that can't make it in. Many times in the past, right? Many times in the past, we have done series that have gone over uh, starting gold making from scratch, right? We've done one copper to 1 million. We did WoW token challenges over and over, all these things, right? And this is very similar to that. The only difference is that this is just starting gold making from scratch with no end goal in mind. Because the reason for doing that for myself is just because I want something to do. You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of people trying to figure out what they want to do in the game, and also just in general to be able to just get ideas for what they can do for gold making by themselves. The vast majority of stuff that I will be doing today, or not only today, but for however long this challenge is going to end up running, is solo stuff. All solo stuff. Okay? There might eventually be some group stuff, potentially, but then that would be like Ludaprazor challenges or something like that. Because I want it to be obtainable things for people that are playing the game by themselves, right? 2x form, uh, maybe, maybe. I'm not gonna say no to that just yet. I'm not gonna say no to it, but we're not gonna do that early on. Something to stress up. By the way, I appreciate the 23 months. Welcome in, Casero. Nax? The thing about Nax, right? Since I've already unlocked it, I don't have to do all the prerequisite for actually getting it. Um, Transmog is a part of something that I do want to do. Don't get me wrong, it is. But we're not going to start out with it. I want to go over a couple of different things that aren't necessarily the best thing that you can do, but some things that you can enjoy doing, you know? Because everyone has different ideas, right? Because some people, they want to do boosting because they like doing Mythic Plus or they like doing raids or whatever, and they want to do, they get paid for doing something in gold, right? Other people, they like farming ore, they like farming flowers because it's fun flying around, it's just chilling and watch a little something on the side. Other people enjoy farming transmog to build up an auction house. Same thing with, toys, mounts, and shit like that, right? It all makes sense. Sunwell, yeah, absolutely. Stuff like that is doable. Um, for add-ons, we're gonna get Auctionator. Auctionator is definitely gonna be one of them. just because we're probably going to be using point blank sniper eventually. Yeah, patterns are nice. I was thinking of hopping up Minecraft, but do I do some time walking? You could. I not gonna lie, I thought about playing Minecraft recently as well. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. Buy 'em all, good vendor add-on. We should definitely use that. Um, Farm HUD is not bad if you like doing gathering, but it's not really. It's not really my cup of tea. Fast loot's good. Yeah, tokens are a little bit different on classic. They are. Gathermate for sure. Gathermate 2, absolutely, for any kind of gathering. Well, it makes sense that they change it up a little bit. Loot Appraiser Challenge, we absolutely need that. Peddler, good trash add-on. Point Blank Sniper for eventually when we use it. Uh, Routes, yeah, we'll use routes. Routes is good for creating our own routes or using other people's routes. TSM, obviously. For any and everything for price data, we absolutely need it. The thing about TSM that a lot of people don't realize as well is I know a lot of people get very overwhelmed when they look at it. Um, but you can also use it just mostly for pricing data. What's up, Satoma? If you run into Mana Tombs and do plus 4K runs this series, it's gonna be great. Hey guys, so in my honest opinion, when you restart or if you want to start from scratch doing gold making, all you have to do is you go into your dungeon journal, okay? That's not step number 1. Number 2 is you go back and you look at Burning Crusade. Number 3, you find the dungeon that is named Manitombs. Then you think about the fact that, oh, Manitombs short dungeon, you could do about 10 runs, 25 minutes to 35 minutes, depending on whether or not you have a speed set. And just do this over and over and over and over again until you get a bunch of the world drop patterns so you can technically farm outside the dungeon much faster. But don't worry about it. Nah, there's some good stuff in Manitoum. There is. Trying to be very specific in target markets with certain margins, etc. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do when you start out with gold making. A lot of different stuff. Um, clean out. I don't need any. I guess I'll hold on to this stuff. It's not a big deal. You got 2 new addictions? Okay. So hey, here's my thinking, okay? Any reasonable person that starts gold making at any point in time ever, right? Any reasonable person would always start with gathering professions, right? Right now, because of the way that the current expansion is put together, gathering professions are probably a very very good idea to do early on. Cigarettes and gamba, 2 new. That's not good. Those are very very bad addictions to have. Very bad. I was pretty sure mining was over here. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna pick up mining, being number 1. We can actually start mining literally anywhere we want, just because of how the game is put together these days. We don't have to worry about going from expansion to actually level this up. The only thing we have to worry about is going into each expansion and learning the profession, because then we actually are able to get each thing that we can actually get from each expansion. But we get it in the main city. Um, we do get Cataclysm and we do get Classic. Those are the two things that we get immediately, which is good. Classic and Cataclysm. Wait, am I? Oh, is it really upstairs? Up here? Oh, Monka. Yeah, right here. Get this one. So when it comes to these two professions, we might not keep herbalism forever, just because of the fact that herbalism doesn't have as many uses as mining does. But that's okay. We'll get there. You say that, but our rate's almost 15% gambling at this point. Listen, gambling in WoW is very different, right? It's very different. Stopping to drink energy drinks now 3 days. You've had nose bleeds for 1 week straight. Yeah, that's probably a good idea then. Raft mining, of course. Raft mining's not bad. Gambling in WoW is okay. Not gambling. Not gambling in WoW. Not okay. Yeah. All right. So listen. The way we're gonna start this is we're gonna look at what we have for potentials for old world stuff, okay? Because current expansion mining is not in a great state. You cannot you're not gonna find any gold, right? And realistically, if you want to look at all the ore that's available on the auction house, it's kind of weird to do that. Kind of weird. So, but we can still kind of figure some of it out by looking at bars. Cobalt, decent start of gold for flipping, so on. I personally, not even having to look at any of it, I would either go for Serenite and what's it called? Titanium. Serenite and Titanium, which is goes hand in hand, or Pyrite and Elementium. Phil Iron Ore is also pretty good, and then you have the option of Obsidian. Obsidian is also very good. Those are some pretty good options. And we do have to get some gold before we can do anything. Yeah, cobalt's actually pretty cheap at the moment. Even I mean, cobalt should be the same in ore. Yeah, 18 gold, pretty much the same. Bench Zanza. Well, I guess we could. We could bench me. We could bench me. I've heard gambling and raids are a good strat. It is. The thing about gambling in raids, right, is it can increase morale. It can also decrease morale, right? But taking the chance of increasing the morale, especially for some players on the team, I think is worth it. You know what I mean? What's up, Lidl? 30k from just turning rousing fires into awakened. Yeah, I mean, that was a whole thing, right? Rousing and you can definitely still do that. Like, don't get me wrong. If you pay attention to it, um, you can sometimes catch some discrepancies, like some differences in the pay, but you have to really camp it these days. Just don't lose. Exactly. Essence of water 118. That's actually not bad either. There's a lot of stuff that we can dip our feet into. Okay. Sitting on them for a while, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously that can happen with anything, right? Literally, if you buy anything, hold on onto it for a while, the prices could change in your favor, but it could also go the other way. Um, honey farm. Okay, so there's two things I'm considering right now, right? We could try and see how lucky we are with certain items, right? That's number one. Number two, we could just go for the consistent farms. And mostly, whether you do the consistent farms or you do the like, let's see if we can get lucky farms, right? That mostly depends on how fast you want gold, right? Because if you're trying to make enough for a WoW token or something like that, right? Or you have another goal in mind to get like a mount or whatever, then you want to get your gold as fast as possible. And if you want it the consistent way, then you have to go the ways of stuff that will sell pretty fucking fast, right? And there are things that do sell really fast when it comes to transmog and things like that, but they're not necessarily the easiest to get. But we could try for some of it. It actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea, right? You spend maybe 5-10 hours or whatever it is in dungeons. You build up a little bit of an auction house, and then you go out for the consistent farms while you wait for everything else to sell. I think that's what we're gonna do. No, this is the same account. It's the also same realm. Not that that matters too much anymore, because you could realistically move anything anywhere. Um, and it is also level 70. The reason why I decided just to be a level 70 is because anybody that starts playing the game, or anybody that um, if you're a new player or you're a current player, absolutely everyone has a level 70. There's no way somebody doesn't have one. And if you don't have one and you're thinking about making gold, then you have to get to level 70 first, obviously. But I would imagine most people that actually try and get into gold making for real probably are already level 70. Probably. Sunwell? Not a bad start. I actually wonder. I think we should go for one of those that we can actually get a lot of stuff out of. Sunwell's not necessarily bad, but I think we should go for some place that we can get a lot to put on the auction house. Wailing Caverns, pretty good shout when it comes to that, because of all the greens that drop from there. Um, Race of Downs, yeah, or Race of Crawl, they're both good. What's up, Rubenella? Classic Goblin, welcome in. RFK, RFD, yeah, they're both good. Diamond's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't go Diamond first though. I wouldn't. Yeah, RFD, RFK, pretty good. Wailing Caverns, not bad. Go Sulfurak too. Sulfurak's not bad. Pit of Saren for bettered health. Yeah, Sludgefen. Sludgefen you can do by yourself too. It's actually not too bad. Archaeology farms? I haven't really done many. XE. Not really. Molten Core or in Blood in the Mountain? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Botanica? Nah, dude. Nah, I'd rather do Mana Tombs then. We could do that too, Molten Core. I mean, Little, you send me this screenshot. Not that I know where this is, right? But any other person that has no fucking idea about anything gold making would never know where the fuck this is. Like, dude. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen, this is what he sent me. Little. My guy. But like, what are you saying here? What steady gold farm would you recommend? Honestly, if you were to do anything at the moment, you would either do Mythic Plus boosting or rate boosting if that's something that you can do. Um, that or old world farms, right? For ore specifically, you do Serenite and Titanium. Those are good. Fell Iron ore and also randomly kill some mobs to potentially get some overworld drops on recipes. Um, Obsidian's actually not that bad either. And arcane crystals are with thorium. It's like okay. It's okay. Obsidian's trash. You're trash. We're not listen. We're not talking about the best of the best. We're talking about options. Okay? That's what we're talking about. It was like 8 gold. The ore is. The bar is not. I think it's Azeroth. It does take 2 to make it, but you can farm quite a lot of these. Farm quite a lot of these in an hour. Da, 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 but yeah, it's not the greatest. But we're also talking about trying to consistently make some gold, right? Any gold farm that you do at the moment these days, you're not gonna see that much gold. Like you literally just have to try to do something, right? And you also want something that is not full of a bunch of other people. Saltstone Cave, Sludgefen to start with. Yeah, those are not bad options. I just zoomed in so hard. All right, let's just do that. We're gonna do Sludgefen first, which is what I thought about anyway. And it's right over here. Obviously, if you're Alliance, it's a little bit different to get over there. That's fine. I wonder if it's faster to fly over there on Dragon Riding. I don't know. I don't remember clearly. Like a bunch of this old world stuff, which is also something like one of the reasons for why I wanted to get back into it a little bit. I don't remember any of it. I haven't done any of this stuff for a long time. Vashir after Poseidus. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. If you're farming Obsidian in Vashir, is this the only place where you can? Because like I know that that's fine for ceremonial stuff. But if you go to the regular place for sludge fen, is that considered better these days or no? What do you guys think? Alone, those mobs are good. These? Really? The one you linked? Way better. They hyper spawn. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I've been able to farm that very consistently, like alone. Oh, the ones to the vehicle. Oh, it's like a good option if it is. What's up, Edge? I think your toes are cold and you should put socks on. My toes are cold and I should put socks on. How do you know I don't already have socks on? How would you know? Also, wouldn't it be kind of weird to have a hoodie on, which I do, and not have socks on? Or is that just me? Is that just me? Not better to go cabin for dungeon farming alone? I don't actually know. No pants either? Yeah, no, yeah. No pants either, Leah. Exactly. Slush run even solo, you get more kills per hour. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The last time I talked about it. Patterns in Kevin now. Oh, that's true. The fire stuff or whatever. What's it called? I think it is the fires or some shit. I don't remember what they're called, but I do remember. Oh yeah, scale cloak. Yeah, I remember those. But we could send it here. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do solo just to now for now. Um, Notifications. Anything uncommon, we might as well. There's a lot of good stuff here. Um, oh, now I gotta try and remember. There's not a no. Sure, I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. That gets us out of cat farm, right? Yeah, it does. That's fine. All right, we'll keep this over here. Don't have any speed set, but that's also fine because realistically, anyone that starts out wouldn't have that. We should probably make target macro. Lunar inspiration. Do we have to be in feral for that? Or am I cooked? I'm probably cooked. Let's search lunar inspiration. Yep, I'm not cooked. I'm not cooked. Macro gaming? Yes. We'll do that later. Not for this one, no, Curly. That's fine. I don't really need any of this stuff. We don't need any of this, but we're just gonna pump in all these points so we can get what we actually need. It's fine. No legendary yet. Nope. And I'm probably never gonna get it. Probably never ever gonna get it. Alright. Here we go. Venture. I misspelt that. My god. Target venture. I don't actually know if this is gonna work, but just because it might still target like dead fuckers, but I guess it works out fine. Or like out of no, it works fine. But yeah, no legendary yet. I think my opinion on the whole legendary system, I think it's fine. That stuff takes a while to get and has a low drop rate and things like that, but it gets a little ridiculous when you're, 3 months in, 4 months in, and the vast majority of people that are trying for it still do not have it. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't. Me using file of Lacroseo to speed for is not yet needed. I don't think it's ever really needed. Uh, you know, like having most farms, having a speed set makes you do it faster. And if you want to optimize, then obviously that will make it better in the long term. But the amount of time, if you're just talking about like obviously, speed food or small things like that, it's not a lot of time to get that started. But if somebody wants to start and actually work on a speed set, the amount of time that you have to invest into that is pretty fucking high. Like it is. I don't think some people realize how long it takes sometimes. And if we don't even say how long, we could just say how expensive it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, no legendary axe. But at the same time, it's not that big of a deal because I currently don't play the warrior as a main. Even though I would like to, I don't think I am going to get to. So, potion of treasure finding, yeah, I guess that's an option. Get that up there. It is gold making from scratch on TM. It is indeed. It is indeed. And when I say from scratch, I have 9,000 gold. Um, and I'm on a level 70, and it doesn't have a speed set. So pretty much. What's up, games? Welcome in. Okay, it's fine. How's Tinder going? Not bad, not bad. The amount of pulls that we have is pretty good for the percentage that we're at. We got a new best last raid. 39%. So pretty good. 39%. We still haven't gotten to phase 3 too many times, so that's like where it really is. It's where we need a lot of practice, but I'm hopeful. What did you get? Windstrike gloves? Oh yeah, I've had these before. Not bad. Not too shabby. But yeah, my plan is the way I'm gonna do it for this character is I'll only play on it on stream. Only on stream. That's the plan. So posting on stream, looting gold on stream. All our farming, all our considerations, all the decisions, all of it, all on stream. Everything that we're gonna do. It might bite me in the ass a little bit, right? But that's the whole point. I don't want it to be. I want it to be as authentic as possible, right? So people can get a real idea of how things work out. Most games wear around an item being so rare that you won't see it drop for months. Just put an insane kill requirement for guaranteed drops. Yeah, see, that's what I thought about too, right? But at the same time, that to me is it's not a bad system, but it's also not something that I would prefer over RNG. I just think that the current bad luck protection is too low. It's not high enough. The bad luck protection should be way higher. I think it should have been high enough for us to see a reasonable difference every week, or at least every couple of weeks for the drop rate. I don't think it should be possible that you go in to a Microtransactions and you kill Farak and you don't see a single legendary drop. If the entire group can get it, almost the entire group, only maybe healers. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. If 16 people can get the legendary and not one of them gets one, that's insane to me. Like, it shouldn't be like that at all. In my opinion, at this point. First month, maybe first 2 months, okay, I can accept it. But I think we're a little too far in to have it be like that. You said flight stones. Well, okay, listen. I could swag this character out like it's nothing. What's the point then? We're starting basically from zero. That's what you want. Well, that's what I want at least. I'm sure I'll get the legendary eventually. I'm thinking I'd probably get it in the faded season. Hopefully before that, but I currently have no hope. What's up, Diablo? Yeah, I am. I actually am from Denmark. Sound like you're from Florida? Florida? That's an interesting one. Very specific state. But no, I currently live in America, so it does make sense. Live in Texas. Um, there's certainly some words or like certain ways that I pronounce certain words that give it away sometimes. It also kind of depends on who I speak to. Because if I speak to a lot of Europeans with thick accents for a while, I kind of start going over to that again. The way that like I not I don't even do it on purpose, but the way that I speak, I imitate a lot of people a lot. So it mostly just depends on who I speak to. Just naturally happens. This guy ran Manitoums for 4.5k runs. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, like that was still, you know, it was still worth it to do that stuff. Um, just cause it was like you could still get good raw gold. You could still get a lot of ore from it, and you would get some decent transmog and shit like that, right? So doing what I did was still bad, still not too bad, right? These days, though, my God, it's just not the same. Oh yeah, it's not bad at all here. We haven't even. I don't even think we've gotten any of the good stuff yet. Well, it's hot water, essence of water. Yeah, probably not too bad. What's up, Warshel? Made a group yesterday straight to Farak. The quantity of paladins, DK warriors over 485. Yeah, it's pretty much the only people that do the raid anymore, and pugs besides healers. Yeah, no, I don't know. I kind of lost motivation to farm the legendary at this point. But I do it like the main reason for why I want it is just purely for transmog reasons. Be nice to have it for the current season, but I already pushed up. The thing is, I already pushed up to the IO that I wanted, that I'm happy with, that I mostly did by myself, right? I'm already there. You know what I mean? So, do 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 do. We open Densa Raiders tokens again, old Nax. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't farmed Nax in a hot minute actually. Um, I don't know. Maybe at some point. I don't know. I might. At the moment, I'm only using 2 accounts. So if I did start farming Nax again, I would have to activate game time on all the accounts, and realistically, to make it worth it, I would have to farm on, like I would have to farm every week for like 4 or 5 weeks. What's up? What's up? You just getting some cookies? Okay. But nah, dude, we opened a lot of those Dented Raiders tokens. My goodness. But yeah, the perfect setup, if I am ever gonna go back to it, we would spend probably like I want to say 20 hours, give or take, 20 hours, weekly on it. So I would have 5 accounts open, which is how many I have on EU at the moment on this BattleNet. 5 accounts, all 5 of them open, and then I have 4 of them on follow on one account that does all the work, right? And then I just loot on bosses. Or you could just wait until you walk out of the raid and then you loot it for your mailbox. And then by the time that I would go for all the characters that I have, I would go back, I would send over all the Scourge Stones to one character, buy all the Denser Raiders tokens that I could, open them up, and then boom, right? That's how I used to do it. 10 Gambit today, no luck. It's definitely not bad, right? The thing is, though, the only reason why it turned out to be so good for me was because I mostly eliminated the bad luck by having an outrageous amount of tries, right? Because I would do 50 runs times 5, like 5 characters. So in total 250 characters, right? But 50 runs of that weekly. Yeah, but the super rares are not where the gold's at when it comes to Naxxramas. That's just lamented. That's all it is. Super rares are just bonuses. What do you mean for starting from 0? That a level 70 character that will interact with no other tunes on my entire account. I have 9,000 gold currently on this, and brand new professions. It's basically a brand new 70. It doesn't have any gear. So yeah. No, I didn't get 9K in one day. It's just what was actually on the character. Um, I just didn't move it off. But we could very easily get 9K. We could get 9K in an hour. So I didn't think too much of it. I also thought of it if somebody was to start gold making from scratch, they most likely would have a handful of gold to start out. Maybe not too much. So I don't think having 8 or 9K is unreasonable. That's one of my thought was at least. What's up, Dave? I guess we should all report you then. No one's above. What do you mean? What do you mean above? What did I do wrong? 5 level 70 is all following one account. Yeah. So the thing is, Diablo, you don't really need level 70s, right? Because you can go into Naxxramas as a pretty low level. I mean, you can enter at level 30. You'll get smacked. Like your cheeks will get clapped on those characters. I would recommend you at least to be level 40, just so you will never die, and you can actually also solo the bosses in there pretty easily. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good. I usually would take my characters to 45, but that was just because of the way that time walking worked out. Otherwise, 40 is fine. Shame Blizzard nerfed the Love Festival mount, or you could have farmed that. Yeah, but at the same time, even if we did have some like current anniversary or current event stuff happening, I don't really want to do that stuff because it's very limited. And if somebody comes back and they watch a YouTube video or something like that, and they see that you made 50K, 100K, 200K or whatever on an event specifically that's up for 2 weeks out of the year, it's not not the greatest. But you're not wrong. It's not bad at all. Yeah, Lamented's down to not very much gold. That's not a problem because it was good when you could sell Lamented pieces for 100K to 150K. The fact that it's gone down to 70K to 100K, right? It's not really that big of a difference. You can still make a lot of gold. The gold per hour is still very good for me. with how I have it set up. If you only have one account, it's not that much better than so many other farms. But you do also have war-torn scrap that you can farm and frozen runes and whatever else. $10K from leveling 60 to 70, yeah. Time when we were talking about boxing next. Well, I wasn't actually boxing. I mean, I guess you can call it that. But since you can't use any software, and since I wasn't using any software, um, it's all manual stuff, you know. But I guess you can still call it boxing. But that's just weird technicalities anyway. But no, I've been good. I've been good. Oh, you have been too, Dave. I've just been chilling. I wanted to. I was trying to think of some stuff that could keep me occupied until we see the alpha for the War Within, and also just to spend some time hanging out with you guys. You know. What professions? Well, currently I picked up mining and herbalism, and that's just because the vast majority of the stuff that I plan on doing to start out um, is going to require those two professions, or they will be good additions to whatever it is that we'll be doing. Eventually, I'll probably swap them out though. Favorite class for old raids? Oh, druid, 100%. The best class for farming almost literally anything, unless it's class specific, is druid. Like you have a couple of class specific things like polymorph tomes that you have to do on a mage, or the warlock tome that you have to do on a warlock. Shit like that, right? But otherwise, not so much. It's just druid. How long do you think it will take to make like 250k on a single toon? It depends on your strategy, right? Because if you go for consistent gold, you know how long it will take just based on what you're farming. If you pick an old wool, or say just, I don't remember all the prices, but say it makes you maybe 10 to 15k, right? On the low end, we'll say 10k an hour. Then you know that that will take you 25 hours, right? Then you'll know. It's 15k, it's a little less. Then you know specific hours. But mostly the way that I look at it is if you have a certain amount of gold that you want to get to in a specific time frame, you have to go for consistency, right? Because when it comes to like big sales or getting lucky on drops or whatever, it's all RNG based. You know what I mean? And since you're on a tight schedule, going for RNG is, depending on how much time you have to actually play, is probably not a good idea. Solid 200 gold. Yeah, arcane crystals are probably not that bad. If they're 200 gold at the moment with thorium on top, which is probably like 50 silver to 100, or 50 silver to 1 gold, that's what, like 8k to 10k or whatever an hour, depending on how effective you are. Not that much. Not that much. But while you're out farming for arcane crystals, you could also kill a couple of mobs, see if you can get lucky for pets. Yeah, get alchemy, proc them into arcanite bars, make a little more gold. It's true. Mojo Madness, 74 gold profit at the moment. Yeah, Mojo Madness is not bad. Like, a lot of the stuff that goes into the ancient plans is pretty profitable. Farm any old achievements like Willis' Rainer titles? Not really. Not particularly. When it comes to what I've done in the game over the years of me playing, I've been all over the place. I also will say, in Willis Trainer specifically, I was playing the game pretty casually. Like, I did normal and heroic a little bit here and there. Didn't like go hard on anything. We were doing gold making as well, very casually in Willis Trainer. It was fun though. Why you not doing this as a 2x4? Well, I kind of want to try and mostly do stuff that I can do by myself. Not because I don't want to play with other people, but if you rely on other people to make gold in this game, then you will be very limited most of the time. You know what I mean? Prospect 4M more, it's really good. Oh yeah, to get some of those, yeah, it's probably not a bad idea either. Get some easy gold. Starting from scratch, what happened? I still have all my gold. Nothing happened. I just wanted to. Get back to the good old stuff. A bunch of stuff that I haven't done for like half a year to a full year. Get back into it. See if there's stuff that I've missed, but also just, have a little fun thing to do for stream. Some YouTube content potentially as well. I will give you 10 gold to spend your glyphs. Oh, this here? I'll remove it. Normally I see this stuff. I haven't even paid attention to it. I think volatile water, if we let 20k an hour. Chance of rhinestone top hat if you got those. That's true. But that would be in a 2x4, right? I don't think farming volatiles is that good alone. Oops. I'm gonna empty out some of this stuff too. But welcome in, Bolton. No, I still have all of my gold. I do. But as many other people currently in the gold making community, but also just WoW content creators in general, there's not a lot of stuff to do. You know what I mean? you know? Let's snuggle, you damn goobers. What are you doing? Nice all typing at the exact same time. Sup, Chuck? 10D Skits, welcome in. Elis, I see you as well. We're all gonna snuggle up and make some gold. What's the plan? Well, currently, we are on a pretty much on a new level 70. We're gonna start from what is 9,000 gold. We did have a little less when we started. We've gotten some raw gold. And it is just to build up gold. That's all it is. Farm gold in a bunch of different ways. And right now, we're farming a spot called Sludge Fen, right? Which a lot of people already know about. For the people that don't, there's a lot of green quality items here. A lot of them pretty good pieces of transmog. Some of them are really good, and we haven't gotten any of them yet, but it would be ceremonial pieces or prospectors. Both very good pieces of sets. So, absolutely something you want to go for. What are you tater chips up to? Huh? Smoking bowls? You would never. Not allowed to do. Remember, reminds of content drought of Shadowlands. It's definitely not a Shadowlands content drought. It absolutely isn't. It absolutely isn't. I think something that a lot of people kind of get into a mindset of is that they expect WoW to be fun 24/7 every single day, every single year. You know what I mean? Like if WoW is slightly boring for some of the stuff that you do normally for more than a couple of days, the game is content drought, the game's dead, we fucking hate it, it's terrible, right? But dude, it's not that bad. It really isn't. It's okay. But that's why we think of shit like this, you know what I mean? Make up some random ass content in the game to do for fun. Yeah, they did. Well, it's like a toy thing, I think. The boat or whatever. Getting a little finals in? Oh, hell yeah. I'm definitely up for some of the finals later. Still live in Denmark? I currently do not live in Denmark, no. I've been in the States since November last year. I say last year and I mean 2022, not 2023. Been here for quite a while. Gonna clap some nerds. Be cord for some games later. Have a good stream, Stub Muffin. Thank you. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll hit you guys up later. If you're still gaming it up. Or get clapped. That's actually very factual information right there, Elias. That's probably, what's gonna happen. But then again, Tendy's on the team, right? Chuckster's maybe on the team, or you are, which means skits can get carried. So you'll be fine. Grilly Little Sand CSGO. I don't mind a little CS, right? I don't. But I would want to play on NA servers, I think. At the moment, though. At the moment. Carried this. I appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you. I will carry it. I will. 200 ping. It's not 200, but it's like 130 or 140. It's kind of funny when there's too much to do. It's Bliss is forcing me to play, and then there's options, and we aren't insinuated with so many times overwhelming in games. Yeah, the like it's funny. You know what I mean? Like why, dude? There's so many fucking things. Oh my god. Blizzard's forcing me to play because I have to do this reputation. I have to farm this thing. Or I have to, complete this every week, or I have to get all this gear, or yada yada yada. And then when there's a short break in between patches, which is, by the way, very fucking short, dude, I can't believe it, man. I have nothing to do. It can never be perfect. Finals goes hard until you come across a heavy with a flamethrower. That would be this guy. That would be this guy. Naz. I love that shit. Love CS. I'm obsessed. Yeah, you really are. You're playing as much CS as I did in like 2016. Maybe not as much, but close. Stay away from me, then, Sam, unless you're on my team. That's fair. That's fair. Thinking about selling arena coaching, super cheap, 50K an hour. Nah, start high and see if you can get customers first. Just look at if there's. I know there's other people doing it, right? Look at what they're taking for it based on their rating and the hours and whatever class or spec that they're offering, And if you think it's too high or you can't be at the same level of coaching, start lower. Are you looking forward to the? Oh yeah, hell yeah, I am. I'm really excited for the new expansion. There's a lot of very promising things. I'm very very excited. We're probably gonna see the alpha in, I wanna say, a month or two. I don't think that they would wait any longer. I think even saying 2 months is waiting too long. I hope we see it this month. Otherwise, very early March. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. But I don't know. They might do things a little differently just because of how they've been taking steps to keep some content like private until they actually fully release it. So I don't know. Rank ones take like 300K an hour. Max stage 150. 300K an hour, that's a lot. Rank 82. HP EU at the moment. Solo shuffle. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. But they're also probably very busy. Those guys. You know what I mean? They moved the Kata beta forward. I haven't really paid too much attention to all that stuff because I don't really plan on playing that. But 75K, 100K, see if people go for it. Yeah, but you could start super high, see if people go for it. You help 10 to 20 people to 1.8K? That's not bad. Hey, whatever works, whatever you want to do, you know? Oh yeah, Valko, by the way. So, also for anyone else, um, I know I haven't been streaming for a while, and that's the thing is, when I was last streaming, it was I kept saying that the way that my streaming mindset works at the moment is unless I'm really feeling up for it, I'm not here because for my mental health, I want to say if I want that to continuously not be dog shit, forcing myself to do something is not preferred. You know what I mean? But the main reason was mostly just that I didn't really have anything that I wanted to stream. You know what I mean? Because I kind of like I had PVE for a little bit because PVE, you know, it gave me some more content to do. But then I finished gearing and it's mostly just doing the raid at the moment, which is fine and all, but that's like progress and you know, not the most streamable content just because I can't really pay attention to stream because then I can't really fully focus on the raid. So, and then for gold making, right? I don't really feel like I have anything that's fun enough in Dragonflight currently on my main characters that is streamable content. You know what I mean? Because like right now I spend maybe like an hour, maybe an hour and a half or whatever, posting my auctions, maybe recrafting a couple of things, checking out some markets, and that's it, right? That's it. And then Palworld came out, and I spent you know two weeks, 2.5 weeks, no lifing the shit out of that. I could have streamed that, but games like that, I don't really know if they are something I want to stream just because of how they're put together, you know. But that's why things like this come up. Get some testimonials, whatnot, though, too. Adjust. Yeah, 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 for sure. For what you want to do, Curly. That's what I tell myself, and I'm still going to school. Yeah, but that's entirely different. That's totally different. Because when it comes to streaming, right? No matter how you look at it, depending on your point of view and who you are and what kind of content you like, you know, people have very different reasons for tuning into content and tuning into streams. And you know, mostly you have to, unless you're an absolute fucking wizard at whatever game you're playing, right, where you can literally just be good at the game and people are there. Uh, it's got to be, you know, got to be in the right state of mind. Any games you can enjoy for yourself? Yeah, I do. it is many years of trying to deal with that stuff that kind of pushes me towards that. You know what I mean? Hot take, but Palworld is heavily overrated and Enshrouded is better. Okay, here's my two cents. You're free to think whatever you want to think, right? Um, I've watched some videos on Enshrouded, right? I've seen some content on it, and for me personally, I would not put that above Palworld in any way, shape, or form. Not even closely. There is nothing in that game that, for me personally, looks better or looks more fun than Palworld is. At the same time, I also think they're fundamentally two very different games. So, yeah. I think the main issue between those two is the fact that they released pretty much during the same time. You know what I mean? Because if Palworld had came out, a month or two before, or Enshrouded a month or two before, I think it would have been different. Because then you have time to actually try both or whatever. But I don't know. But I think that the main thing is that they're very very different games, even though they have similar aspects. They're very different games. I definitely would not say that Palworld is overrated though. Absolutely not. For people that like that kind of a game, it is not overrated. Not even a little bit. It is a very 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 solid game for the fact that it's a early access game. Very good. And obviously people are free to have their own opinions, and I understand that not everyone will like the same things, but that's one of the great reasons for why for why you have multiple different options for what you want to play. Look at Steam charge, yeah. I mean, no one can deny the fact that Palworld is good, even if it's not their kind of game. Why can't we just let people enjoy games and not shit over it? Palworld is heavily played, but that's due to every big streamer playing it. Is it though? Is it? I don't think it is. Like, you gotta remember, there's a lot of really popular games out there that have literally almost no viewership at all, most of the time. Certainly a factor. Yeah, so is anything. I mean, you could say that, oh, this game is only played because it had marketing or it got shared. This game only has players because it exists. Like, you could argue a lot of different stuff for why people play certain games. You know what I mean? It's absolutely a factor that big boy streamers are playing it, talking about it, having a good experience, right? But at the same time, if it was a shit ass game, even if big streamers were playing it, it wouldn't be played. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have really fucking good reviews. It wouldn't have people playing it day after day, week after week. It wouldn't, right? We've seen that previously with other games. I just think Palworld is going to be left in dev hell. The game devs have a history of it. Even if that's the case, what's the big deal? The game is $30, right? If most people spend, I don't know, 20 hours on it. I don't know what people's averages are, but if they spend 20, 30, 50 hours, 40, 50 hours on it, $30? Fuck yeah, dude. You know how fast I can spend $30 on shit that I'll, you know, barely pay attention to? It's $30. That's it. It would be awesome if the game continuously goes into a good state. And I will say, even though the game devs have a history of leaving certain games in the dust, that's okay. Because so far, they've been doing a really good job at pumping out patches. And they're also getting active support from Microsoft now because of how popular it is on the Game Pass. So, currently, it looks pretty good. But even then, right, for someone, let's say just from my perspective, right, I've spent 150 hours on that game. If that game went nowhere else, it didn't go anywhere, they stopped creating any patches, they just grabbed the money, said, fuck you guys, I'm leaving, I'm gone. I'd be okay with it. Been there, done that. 150 hours, $30. You bet your damn fucking butt cheeks I'm happy with that. That's a-okay with me. It sucks, right, if something like that happens. But I'm not, big deal. It is what it is. It's a couple more people than that, Krilly, but yes, I'm aware. Wonder if they're gonna turn a profit or not. Hard to say. I looked at the location for where it's at. It's in a pretty populated area. It's pretty easy to get there. So it certainly has the opportunity to turn into something that's good, but it depends on how they handle it, Depends on how they handle it. Depends on their deals, depends on how much time they spend on it, all that stuff. I don't know. Could turn out good, could turn out shit. It's not exactly, a competition-free market. Like, there's gyms absolutely fucking everywhere here. Hot take? Yeah, but I mean, you can say hot take, right? But at the same time, still an opinion. Cause like, are you playing devil's advocate? Or are you serious? But no, yeah, I agree. It's definitely something that for the continued success of the game, it's something that you have to think about, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously, don't want all it. Yeah, but it's the same strategy in WoW. What Blizzard wants, they want the players that are super whales, right? They want the players that barely play the game but buy all of their shit and have a continuous sub. You know what I mean? They want the whales. I also like the people that play all the fucking time, right? Obviously, but that's why they're trying to push those 6 months and yearly subs or whatever. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Gotta make money. There's definitely a lot of microtransactions these days. Sup, Spoono? But yeah, of course they want all the whales. Of course they do. Alright, here in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna look through what we've gotten, and then decide if we're gonna stick around. Rare as well. Oh, an Uldaman? Good luck. Sup, G Fairy? Yeah, I feel like I've been pretty unlucky so far. Pretty unlucky. That's okay. Not a big deal. We're gonna keep a lot of stuff, because the auction house is not that big at the moment. Da, 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 da. The microtransactions are almost purely cosmetic. Much prefer that over some games that get massive benefits, such as, yeah, I mean, full on pay to win is very demoralizing, demotivating, or whatever you want to call it. I agree. I don't want that stuff either. I think the microtransactions that exist in WoW are fine. Like, it is what it is, you know. I would love for some of them to be obtainable in the game, in other ways than having to farm gold for it, because you could technically do that and then buy a WoW token, and you know what I mean. I would love for some of this stuff to be obtainable in game in other ways. And right now, they obviously put some of the stuff that's on the store on the trading post eventually. I don't really. It's fine doing that. You know, it's better than nothing. I would prefer other stuff though. Are you talking about the early day access? Yeah, I won't lie. That's probably one of the worst things that they've done recently. Is the couple days early access to the expansion, buying the Epic Edition or whatever. That ain't it. That ain't it. I can't, dude. I understand why. I understand the business move, right? And if you look at the industry as a whole, it's not something that's weird, right? But I really do not like it. I really do not. Oh, maybe we should have kept some of those. Some of those, I'll look at that if we do another, well, we're definitely going to do another hour. We'll look at that. I have to. I kind of forgot about all these. That's fine though. All right, let's take a look. Throwing rocket away. I don't really mind that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't. Bringing some items back from back in the day that most people never even had access to. I don't really mind that stuff. I don't care personally. Nah, I'm probably doing another hour of this just because there's so many opportunities for what we can actually go for. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay, we're gonna go for these and we're gonna look at what we have and we're gonna think about it. Okay. Um, we're looking at sell rates. Realistically, right? If anything is over 0.05, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Unless it's like under 100 gold, then the sell rate has to be pretty high if it's under 100 gold. But 0.05, couple of hundred gold or multiple thousands, we're absolutely 100% keeping it. If it's like 0.02 or something like that or lower, it has to be on very specific items that have a particular value, is something that we've previously been good with. Pair of bracers, don't care. What are these? They're very ugly. I'm not keeping those. Brackwater, no. We don't need to keep these. They're 2 silver, so 0.024. It's actually not terrible. They're only 58 gold though. But realistically, they'll probably sell pretty fast. So we'll hold on to them. Not a big deal. 0.05, that is really low. 0.005 actually. It's 4.9k. We could get lucky. The region sale average is 462 gold, which is kind of bad. But yeah, ideas to have ATTs. You can see if it shares appearances. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't matter too much because we're looking at region sale rates anyway. Uh, so it's not a big deal. But it's not a bad idea. Don't care about that shield. 0.031 is not bad. But the market value is only 14 gold. It's recently been increased a little bit. That's really low. I'm not going to keep those. 0.007. I've previously sold this on another tune before. We'll hold on to them just because it's gray stuff and maybe some people are interested. 0.010 on 8k on those, which is kind of high compared to previous sales. We're not going to keep these recipes. 30 silver, we don't care. 6 gold, nope. 10 gold, nope. Prospectors, these are pretty good set, pretty popular. Yeah, the Savory Delight stuff, but it's okay. 4.7k to regional average is looking at 1.7. So even on a low part, this is very good. Regional sell rate is 0.015, pretty high. Don't want that wand. This is really low for a cape. It's an ugly one too. We don't care. 0.028 for a 64 to 100 gold. Don't really care. We'll keep some of the gray stuff just cause this is really high too. We'll keep some of the gray stuff. Way too low. Way too low. Well, it's fine. We'll keep it. 0.011 on this. We'll keep that. 0.008. Not great. We'll sell that. Vendor it. Okay, 0.012 here. 4.3k. Maybe a low of 1500. That's fine. 200 gold for that. 0.040. We'll hold on to that. Even if it's a low of 67, that's fine. It's gonna cost nothing to post. Don't care about bracers really. Um, nope. What? Crilly, what's up? 0.011. Don't care. Don't care. 0.013. Blood spattered loincloths. Loincloths are not bad. No bait. Show stream. No, no, no. Listen, Crilly. Screenshot in your bag. I want a screenshot of the whole thing with your character in there. I don't care. This is just you linking a fucking item. By the way, if you actually did get Popo Fest and you link me a screenshot, you're getting banned. Okay, guys, if you think Krilly should be banned for getting Popo Fest for randomly walking into Ultimate and getting it, type 1 in the chat. And not a permaban, but like a 10-minute timeout. Banhammer! Oh, really? That's okay. Congrats, though. That's big. That's very big. Not a permaban, then no. Fair enough. If Krilly gets banned, we're one less. Christian, I mean, that is true. Am, am I lucky or lucky? That's a good question. Oh, Evelyn timed him out. That's, well, nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to keep those. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. This is a lot. Oh, that's tribal belt. That makes sense. That is. Hold that. It's probably the easiest super rare to sell. Yeah, it's one of the easier for sure. We'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to that. Oh, we got another Prospector's Woolies. Not too bad. Oh, he actually did. I'm just missing last exams and you're done. Hey, it's almost there. Outrunner. Okay, not too shabby. We'll hold on to that. Sure. I'll give some of those grays a chance. Alright. Should be good, though. Back-to-back super rare or one run? There's literally no way. Well, I say that. That's not true at all. There is definitely a way, but I don't want to keep those razors just because. Alright, so we're looking. How many items are we looking at? Is it like we have like a couple of decent items in and around here. Nothing too insane. It's actually not bad. Yeah, they're really rare. They're really rare. Not too shabby though. 24, 20, 26 items. Get rid of this stuff. I know they give materials, but they're not a part of the challenge, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. They don't really give anything that's good either. Well, it's alright stuff. Already have these mounts just from me being lazy and never deleting them. Did not get that either. Alright. don't need these. Blackrock Bulwark, easier to get, and it's like 800k. Yeah, but at the same time, like Blackrock Bulwark is, well, you do say it's easier to get based on just the math. It's definitely still annoying. Can't really solo farm it either to the same efficiency. Just wanted to open it, yeah. Alright, but not too bad. Not too bad. Um, I guess I can't do that. That's fine. Load some of my other inventory. I knew those ads could drop pop-up fast, and I confirmed it for myself. I don't think there's a lot of mobs in Ultimate that can't drop it. Now Ginsu would be nice. That's pretty good though. Pretty good. Scorpions and Ultimate are the luckiest mobs. Yeah, that's what some people have kind of gotten to. Wonder how long it will take to sell. If you go about it in a proactive way, and you go on like some Discord servers or whatever and lowball it, you could probably quick sell it for a shit price if you wanted to. Alright, gonna head to bed. Hey, enjoy the sleepy time. Discord for collectors. Not necessarily a Discord for collectors. I mean, you could, but it just depends on how fast you want to sell it. You know what I mean? Collectors don't have gold, poorest people. I don't know what kind of collectors that you're talking about, but if we're talking about like hardcore collectors, a lot of them actually have a good chunk of gold. I don't know who that is, Little. I don't know any of those names. But if they buy like certain things and they turn out to be poor because of the fact that they buy stuff, that's not a problem, you know. Gather up enough gold, get to the point where they can buy what they need. 3 to 500k for Papa. Yeah. But that's the thing with items like that, you know. You can get super lucky and sell it really fast, even for a very good price, right? Or it could take you months, not longer, to sell. Because obviously you have to be consistent with posting. You also have to get lucky. Things like that. Maybe I should change it to. We'll do like 1500. Took me 1 month to sell Swamp Chill Fetish. I looted. That's pretty fucking fast. Shouldn't have convinced the other seller to buy his pebble so we'd have both in the server. Hey, mate, listen. You can buy the one I have, and then you won't have me as competition. Depending on the market, depending on the price that you can get out of something like that, it's not necessarily a bad idea. How much gold you're willing to put into certain markets. It kind of depends, mostly. You're 30 hours into your Minecraft world, just now building the first base. 30 hours in? What have you just been doing, like temporary like small base holders and like upgrading your character and exploring and whatever? 30 hours in? No way you haven't built like a small storage system or a base or whatever. Oh, chest monsters? Well, you. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. 30 hours is a lot, though. You must have been collecting some materials that you wanted to. But yeah, I wouldn't say we've been lucky so far. It's not been too great, but that's okay. We're not going for quick gold anyway. $250 runs was super rare. 600. Hmm. It's really, it's honestly really good. I still haven't gotten a super rare from Ultimate. But then again, that's to nobody's surprise. Because I'm pretty unlucky when it comes to literally every single aspect of this game. Not just this game, by the way. Not too bad. Don't have any of those yet. So many Ginsus? I've gotten multiple Ginsus, yeah. What are those things even worth these days? I haven't looked in a Ginsu in forever. 125k? That's kind of shit, honestly. But that's Terran Mill. I'd imagine it's not too far away from other high pops. It's kind of low. But then again, we are also in a slow period of the patch, so not that surprising. $100k to $300k? Yeah. I know it's not considered a super item, but it's still pretty rare. You got super rare before. Okay, listen, guys. What is this? Rub all your fucking insane luck into my face? Is that what it is? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? How about this? How about this, Krillian Lidl? I have more gold than both of you combined. How about that? Not for long, San? Okay, sure. So what is your evil master plan for making tons and tons and tons of gold? Wait for new expansion? But then you're gonna be behind again. You really think you're gonna make more gold than me and then when the new expansion comes out? When you're just gonna sit here and wait until I find out everything for you? What are we saying here? Having more luck? The good thing about how gold making in WoW works is to make a lot of gold, you don't have to be lucky. It helps, doesn't, but definitely not something you need. You made half my gold in an expansion. Yeah, but I made almost all of my gold in a in the same amount of time. I don't really see where you're saying here. If you try hard API sniping, I can beat everyone. Yeah, but that's boring as shit. But that's like that's for me. I don't want to do boring shit. You know what I mean? If that was the case, I would have a lot more gold than I currently do. I just get bored. I had like 5 million gold going into this expansion. You had how much? Not too much, like 20 or 30 mil, I think. I think it was. 200 mil easy to get. Okay, Curly. Because everything you do exactly just more. You know, the funny thing is, Naz, here's the funny thing, right? When it comes to Krilly, especially in this expansion, there was multiple things that I did early on, right? A lot that I did early on that I, was talking about on stream, and other people were doing it same time as me, making a shit ton of gold, right? A lot of people were doing it, right? And here, a certain someone was not willing to do it that much, or thinking of other things, or trying to do other random things, right? Not making gold. And then, 1 week later or whatever, maybe 2 weeks later, it comes about. He's like, I should have started doing that. I should I should have started. It's all good. It's all in good fun. Then you tell Stan about a good investment, never do them myself, and then they go to the moon. well, yeah, I mean, you've mentioned a couple of things that could turn out to be good things, or markets that we've touched before. We haven't looked at them for a bit, and then they turn into something good. But like again, that's exactly what I mean. Sand calling me stupid live. Well, I also do it offline, so not much different there. No, listen, we're all gonna be making so much gold when the War Within comes out. I don't think there's gonna be too much. Depending on what they do in the Fated season, I don't think there's going to be too many things that we can do to make outrageous amounts of gold before the new expansion comes out. I don't think there is, right? There's still a lot of consistent things and prep and shit like that we can do, 100%. But nothing beats new expansion hype. Nothing. There, dude. The best time to make gold is always at the start of an expansion, and that's just how it is. That's how it's always been, and that's it's how it's gonna be. But that's not a problem, and I'm very excited for the new expansion to come out so we can do it all over again. That's not too bad. Not too bad, I get. You think anything from this expansion will be profitable in the next one? Yeah, yeah. A lot of the cosmetic shit, you know. The cosmetic gears, some of the weapons, some of the enchants, just for cosmetic looks. Those things are gonna be good. And that's how it's gonna be, right? Pets that are somewhat reasonably hard to get, right? From like raids or certain dungeons or whatever, those are good. Or locked behind a certain amount of renown. Definitely something that'll be worth some decent amount of gold. Yeah, I mean, boosting in PvE is, you know, when new content is out, that's always good, right? For a couple of months, and then it slows down and becomes less and less worth it. But yeah, boosting is always good. But obviously, to do boosting, you also have to be semi decent at the game, or have a pre-made team that all are semi decent at the game. Depending on the kind of, well, depending on the type of boosting that you want to do, obviously. You could definitely do some low-level keys, um, and rate boosting, but even if you do that like early on, you still have to somewhat know what you're doing. Can't wait to buy for rec mounts. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I like the thing about that for rec mounts on Mythic. I don't think, unless you want to pay an outrageous amount of gold, I don't think that you know it's very reasonable until it becomes farmable alone. But I mean, if you don't mind paying an outrageous amount of gold for it, I guess you could. By the time that we hopefully kill Farak, right? If I end up looting, because if I end up looting the mount, I'll keep it for myself, right? But I won't part. I will not participate in bidding wars in the guild because it's not fair. And I know like there's people in the guild that care way more about mounts than I do, I think it's a really cool mount. I would love to have it. I don't care that much about it. You know, if I win a roll, or depending on however we do it with loot drops, or if you just loot it, is or whatever, however it turns out, I'm keeping it. I'm not selling it, but I won't participate in bidding wars. I don't really think it's super fair. I'm not bidding 30 mil. I wouldn't have to bid 30 mil. There's no one in the guild that I don't think there's anyone in the guild that has a gold cap even on the current roster at least. Besides me. They're selling it for 15. Yeah, but I mean that's also a boost, right? But yeah, that's true. They are selling it. Da, da, da. But yeah, we're gonna have more progress tomorrow. This is gonna be exciting. Hopefully we can get a little further. Our best pull on Tindril at the moment, which is where we're at, is 39%. I hope we kill Tindril this month. I hope we do. Alright. You're trying to get every Dragonfly mount? Do you think you're gonna buy the mount? Little? Would you pay 15 mil for a boost for that mount? 4 mil? I don't know if we'll ever see it go that low. Maybe towards the like very end of the season. Maybe. But 4 mil is the boss would have to get an outrageous amount of nerfs before that happens. $300 million gold in the last few weeks. In Diablo 4. Yeah. I don't know about Diablo 4, man. I'll probably like, swing back a couple of seasons in and see what's up. Play a season, but I don't really have much want or need to play that game at the moment. Yeah, they did pump out an additional nerf on Farak, but it's by no means, it's not a small nerf. It's actually a pretty big nerf, but you still got to bring 19 players, right? 19 very experienced players to kill a boss in a reasonable amount of time to have it be worth it, right? Because say right now, because if it's only for rack, that's very rare that they'll do that, right? They'll probably sell you the whole thing. But say it's 19 people and you only kill for rack, right? If you take the 15 million, which it is at the moment, divide that into 19 piles, it's 800k, right? Well, 789k, which is pretty good. Pretty good if you one shot the boss. Which, the guild started boosting that at the moment. They probably will one shot it. So, but even at that amount, right? If we're talking about some of the best players in the entire game, right? Their time is worth quite a lot, especially depending on who they are, right? If the they have other shit they gotta focus on too, so it's gotta be worth quite a lot. Really wish D4 wasn't mad. I don't really know if for me, I don't really feel like it's a D4 being bad thing. I just I've been there, done that. The whole seasonal aspect, it's not really for me. But I think about it, sometime in the future when I haven't played for a long time, it's probably gonna be pretty fun to come back, try some new stuff. The first time enjoyment leveling all the way up. I mean, I had a good time. I think it was worth my money. Replayability, not so much. But that's just me. Bolts are pretty cool. I don't think that D4 is as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, it has some pretty obvious issues, but there's definitely some quality of life issues that should have never been there. D4 is the fail of the decade, not even of the year. Fail of the decade? Are you serious? Out of all the games that have come out in the last 10 years, you think D4 is the worst? D4 is definitely not the worst for me. Not even close. Fourth season is the worst. How can that be? Well, this is what I mean, right? I don't really care about the seasons personally. You know what I mean? I don't really care about that. My first time playing it, until I got tired of it, I enjoyed. It's definitely a problem that the replayability of the seasons are not great from what people say and such, but that's not like I've never liked it. I didn't really like it in Diablo 3 either when they introduced that stuff, but that's just me, right? I'm happy with the amount of time that I got to spend on there that I actually also enjoyed. I definitely wouldn't, you know what I mean? I know with the way that it's designed, it's supposed to have some sort of form of replayability or whatever. But for me personally, I think it was still good for what I got out of it. But I definitely, even with the fact that I don't like the seasonal gameplay, dude, it is definitely not on the list of the worst fails of the entire decade. Definitely not. Absolutely not. No, no, no. It's probably higher on the list for the year 2023. It's probably higher on the list, but no, 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 dude. Not for me. CS2 is worse? Nah, dude. What do you mean CS2 is worse? How is dude, I personally do not think that obviously there's some things that are unfortunate. They pulled back some content they were originally going to release and they took a while on certain things, but the game's free. You know, realistically, the game's free. So I have nothing to complain about. Absolutely zero, silch, nothing. I, nothing. You know what I mean? CS is still a very, very good game, especially considering it's free. New case. Yeah, but that's all like buy cosmetics and shit. That's not gameplay. Obviously, skins are a big part of why a lot of people play the game, but you know what I mean? Oh, they definitely ruined the game for themselves with D4. But D4 had a lot of like obvious issues. Like there was a lot of really fucking annoying quality of life stuff that should have never been there. You know, like super basic shit that should have never been there from the start. But it didn't ruin the experience enough for me to make it like super shit. You know what I mean? Overwatch 2 is just Overwatch. Yeah, I mean Overwatch 2 is it's in the same league as what CS2 is, right? For A1 Black Lotus, there's definitely some really cool skins in that new case. Creating my own builds and playing different classes, yeah. Worst flop? I don't really think it's a flop, dude. Overwatch 2 is doing pretty good. It could have done a lot better, and you can definitely tell it didn't reach the goals that they intended for it. Um, and the same thing with D4, you know. It was the same issues. They made a lot of really stupid decisions that should have been made just based on community feedback that they've gotten way before it actually even came out. They had the same problems. I loved Lost Ark besides the pay to win. I couldn't really get into Lost Ark. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't. Gave it a good shot though. Last Epoch will drop in all ARPGs will get better along with it. I mean, you know, that's what people say every time. It's the same with MMORPGs, right? Oh, this is the next WoW killer. Why does it have to be a WoW killer? You know what I mean? I know you said copium, but it's just what that made me think of. Path of Exile 2 comes out, D4 will completely die? No, it won't. Because that's just not how it works. Because there's people that will play to both games separately, and there's going to be people that never wanted to play D4 and never wanted to play Path of Exile, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like Diablo 4 is probably going to be the same exact shit with Diablo 3. People are going to come back for the new seasons, play for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two, and then that's it, right? And then you wait until new content. And that's probably going to be what D4 is until they add more expansions, which they did announce, right? Or whatever content style that they plan on doing. I don't fucking know. But the game won't die. It won't. Syllabus? No, I'm not gonna do syllabus. No, I'm gonna finish this up. We're gonna post the stuff, talk about it a little bit, and I think it's time to chill. Did you know there can never be more than one game in a genre? True. That's true. Yeah, so some of that stuff, Warshel, like some of the to give the sub streamer rewards and some of the Twitch drops have been a little questionable for a hot minute now. And it's definitely something that I and many other people have voiced their opinions on to the right people. I don't know what they're like, but the weird thing is it's not only WoW, you know, it's not only Blizzard games, it's everyone. Like some of these Twitch drops are so fucking shit. But the problem is it's free shit and people will get it no matter what. And when some marketing fake genius looks at that and they're like, "Oh shit, this increased the viewership for this random ass item." They're not going to care. You know what I mean? They can probably tell if there's a difference in how much people care about certain rewards. But, dude, even if it's fucking a box and nothing, people will still get it. Oh, it's drops, drops, drops. I'll get it. Yes, absolutely. Do I play the game? No. I still want those drops. Give them to me. So, you know what I mean? It's pretty unfortunate, but we'll see if anything changes because there was recently some talk about it, which is good. This has been a good gold making day, not gonna lie. Just a super rare alone is enough for the whole day. Multiple days, actually. It's not even just trolling the content creators, it's trolling the viewers too, you know? But like it has to be cool shit or it just feels kind of weird, you know? But like here's this random ass toy that absolutely nobody gives a shit about, but it's another point on my collection thing. Like dude, it just doesn't feel good. But at the same time, you also don't want to complain too much, you know, because the fact that they are even giving anything to begin with, right, and they're doing more communicating than they've ever done before is good. So it's a very delicate situation, I would say. First one was the TCG mount that normally costs 3K. I died laughing. Yeah, but that's like the thing about that fell Drake, right? I don't mind that shit. I am of the opinion, personally, that if they want to give every single TCG that there is out to everyone, go for it. I don't care. Personally. I understand why people were frustrated about it, right? Especially to the people that got it way back when in actual TCG card form and were like, oh, this is cool, man. Or like after they start producing it and they're like, oh, this is cool, I have this thing immortalized or whatever. Um, does feel great that they give it out for free to everyone. But at the same time, it's allowing people that never got to see it at all to get it. So, I don't know. I don't mind it. But we do know with some of it they have set some restrictions, which I guess is something means something. Yeah, but I mean that's also just you being stupid, Curly. Because I did warn you, but you decided that you didn't want to listen because you really wanted the mount. Yeah, and I think that's cool too. Classic, you know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's fine that they've been reintroducing some of this stuff. And slam in the back of my. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, hello there, Mr. Warlock. You've been here for a while. Maybe you went AFK like mid quest. Feel like I've seen him I feel like I've seen him a couple of times now. That's what I was trying to say. Do 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 do. All right. Little Rob zombie action. Oh shit. Do 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 do. Burn through the witches and slam. Do you like Lorna Shore? Uh, it's not really for me. It's a little too heavy for me. When we go into the heavier section, I do like some melodic in there as well. Some singing and not just only screaming. I have a couple of bands though that I do like that are heavier that mostly is just that, which is something like Heart of a Coward. Probably one of my all-time favorite bands, but that's also particularly because of when they released their some of their music and the state of mind I was in at the time. But no, Lorna Shore is not really for me. Not really. Oh, that's a good one. Barbaric Loincloth. Finally. Even though it's not worth much in terminal. This guy just randomly farming here or what? I don't know. Well, Ramos? 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 I don't know. Cover of Chokehold is great? Okay. But no, I mean, My the kind of music that I like is definitely all over the place. Don't get me wrong, but same time I'm kind of particular about certain types. Getting unlucky, not one super rare in 10 runs. Uh, do you want me to like ban you here, Curly, or like what's going on? Like, are you looking to get timed out? You don't get it? I can show you something that you'll understand if you want. Sounds kinky. I guess it could be. Not necessarily though. It's actually pretty straightforward. You're gonna post your unlucky Papal Fest now? Papal Fest? Well, I hope you forget about it and I hope it expires in your mailbox. Big chance that happens. You should just send it to me then. That's wild levels of jinxing. Yes. Okay, that should all be fine actually. So I'm out for 600k. Well, Pop Fest. Are you gonna do syllabus with Lidl, Gurley? What's up, Mojo? Your rating? Did you get more progress on Mythic, Lidl? Never gotten anything from syllabus. Like the nice salute to Tibu as Skullflame. Those are some nice options. Some Cloud Keepers. Get Vanguard sets. Conqueror. There's a lot of good stuff at syllabus actually. No more? Are you just re-clearing heroic or what? Are you actually like trying to progress on Mythic with the guild? How far in are you with the guild? Or Onagura? Okay. For out of 9, it's only because I'm pugging. Probably be able to get 6 out of 9. Yeah, pugs are definitely a little different. But Cross Realm is opening up, Krilly. This reset. It's already open, I guess, because it's Wednesday. But yeah, Cross Realm is open. Cross realms open. Maybe there's some more opportunity or better opportunity to find more people that want to go a little further in pugs. It might be an easier time to find a guild too. Heavy short bow. Okay. Hey, that should all be fine. Oh, and NA, I'm pretty friendly and welcoming guild that's working a heroic. He does play on EU. And he's also trying to do mythic rating. So. Alright. Also not even good. Time lines up pretty good though. 10 minutes left. Alright. I'm gonna BRB real quick. I'm gonna use the bathroom. And we'll finish up here. I'll be right back. That was a little loud. You just got Lamented Crusader Spalders or Shoulders. Yeah, back to back. That's pretty good. Not too shabby at all. Back to backs are nice. I didn't get too many of those. We even had some in the community that got a triple. Like a back to back to back. Which is fucking insane, dude. Insane. I'll be right back. I saw the comment there. I don't know what it is about what it is about the Discord links, because I set them up to have a a certain amount of uses to never expire and shit like that, and then still they end up not fucking working. It's pretty annoying. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, I just clearly made an invite link there, but I can make a new invite link as well. Look at those two items I sent. Got these for 25? What do you mean 25? 25k? Yeah, I mean, they have no sell rate at all, so 25k is seems pretty low. Yeah, it's definitely an oldie. Nas. Head from Gnarl? Okay. Not too shabby. Da 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 da. From the boots from the overseers and dead mines? Yeah. From those extra ones. But oh, you guys called it? Oh wait, so did you do like a full clear of heroic and then just killed Narud on mythic for the raid night? You raid what, 2 times a week? My bosses, heroic and first boss. Okay. 7k more frozen runes, average of 39. I don't really know about those frozen runes, cause like the way I go about it when I buy materials most of the time is I try to buy stuff that I know I'll eventually use for crafting. But when it comes to frozen runes, you really don't. Even if you have every single plan out there and you're actively crafting, maybe if you're crafting on a lot of realms, though, that's a little different, and you can that could be a little more acceptable. Pretty 7k of them in bank at the moment. 39 gold is cheap. It's definitely on the lower side, yeah. For sure. For sure. Frozen runes into eternal fire until those. No, those are the orbs. We're talking about the next Rammus one. Frozen runes, not orbs. So what you got? Yeah. It's a good helm. Good helmet. For sure. Oh, you're, yeah, catalysting it for the helmet? That's good too. 282k, I can send it, who cares? Well, I mean, if you have already 37k in the bank, Curly, I mean, that's a lot. You gotta move. But yeah, it's not that much. Are you still actively crafting all the next stuff? Oh, you're not at the moment? I see, okay. I mean, that makes it less worth it. But then again, I think most of the next stuff is probably at the lowest that it's gonna be. swing back for the new expansion. Or Faded Season, maybe. Focus on high tier mods from Nax along with all the webs, include. Yeah, for sure. Not a bad idea at all. Alright. Kill a couple of more here, see if we can get lucky. Dagger and intellect staff. Mog. From her grade, because no one needed it. Hey. Definitely take that Mog. Alright, well. There it is. Another hour. Another hour. Let's check it out. We can keep those boots. Some of this stuff is stuff we've seen. We don't care about that. These are good. Ancestral woolies. Basically almost no pants at all. 0.040 on a 200 gold. Sure. It's a little too low for me. Stylish green shirt. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. No. Battle chain boots. No. Ancestral gloves. I mean, I guess we can keep this actually. It's worth a decent amount. Just try it out. I think some of the gray items also don't have as much competition. Loincloth, again, we'll definitely keep those. Blue shirt, okay, we'll keep that. Blue shirt and green shirt, we'll definitely keep those. Native pants, get rid of those. Barbaric loincloths, definitely. Most stuff we've seen or have. War paint, sure. Grizzly, sure. Don't care about bracers, not really. Barbaric cloth robe, we'll keep it. War paint again. We'll keep that belt, sure. Rusty Warhammer, 0.024 though. We'll keep it. I think this should be good. Yeah, 2 hours here. Decent mod collection, not too bad. We didn't get too lucky either. I mean, honestly, we barely even have any duplicates. You know what I mean? Like, we do have a couple of duplicates, but there's a lot that we still do not have here. Not too bad. We'll go back and post this. So Abyss. Do you also have a socket for it? Oh, you do. Hey, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna post this up though first, Curly. We're not gonna go too crazy. Gonna chill, keep it fresh, you know. 49 belt. No socket yet. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, cause of course I accidentally took those back. That's fine though. Okay. Chances are, since we already have the TSM group up, Maybe I don't have all of this stuff. It's fine if I don't. I have materials? Random ass materials from other stuff, I guess. Is this even worth it to post? How much is one of these? One? And these were how low? 6? I guess it's worth it. Post over 9 silver, why not? If it doesn't sell within a couple of posts, fuck it. Post these random ass materials we got. Oh, that was 2 silver and it's low. I'm not going to silvers now. I'm gonna. It's time to chill after this. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Just gonna chill, keep it, you know. Yeah, crafting orders are nice, man. Every couple of days, get some really good crafting orders. It's nice. Let's see where we're at. 42 items. Pretty good items too. We're being, we're keeping most of the stuff that is a higher chance of actually being able to sell it. Some of these things they don't even have competition. No, no mana tombs. Definitely no mana tombs. Oh, somebody posted these for 15. We can buy these. Why not? 15. 15. And, you can definitely sell these for more than 15 gold. That's for damn sure. Oh, this one I gotta delete because I accidentally bought it back. Procs are good too. It's really nice to see it when you do it on like the aspects enchanted aspect thingies, the crests. All right, there we go. What are we looking at? We're looking at quite a lot actually, 147k. Now, realistically, we can't really know whether or not all this stuff is going to sell at the prices that it's posted at. But yeah, 2 hours of farming that place, we could easily put in a couple more. Still not have everything. Path of Conquest better, yeah. Do the challenge without using Brutosaur. I might use it from time to time, but I don't mind walking back when we're done, you know. Sup, Scrim? So listen, what I want to try and do, with this stuff, we'll call this day 1. Um, I don't know whether or not I'm gonna also do like a YouTube thing for it. I might just upload the whole VOD, but we'll see. I might not, but we're gonna be doing this challenge here and there on no set schedule exactly for when. Tomorrow I do have raid. We're gonna progress more on Tindril, so I probably won't be here tomorrow unless I wake up super early. But otherwise Friday, okay? We'll do day 2 for this. I just started today, as you could maybe tell from the title scrim. It's just starting from scratch for gold making. Not because I don't have any gold anymore, but just because it's something that could be fun to do, right? Get back to some old farms that we haven't done for a hot minute, and try to see what we can do with it. You know what I mean? Maybe do some community things along the way. Um, but yeah, wanna keep it chill. But yeah, I haven't been here for a while just because, the main reason was just I did a little PvE for stream just because I get kind of bored of gold making, which happens from time to time, it's only natural. And then after I kind of ran out of PvE stuff to do, and some of the stuff that I was doing, I couldn't really stream it. Um, I then ran out of stuff to do again, and then Palworld came out, and that didn't really feel like a game to me that I wanted um to stream, you know. So yeah, yeah. What's up, Dunmore? Been a while since I've been here. I mean, it's been a while since I have been here. Um, but it's actually like I want to try and keep it around the 3 hours, just so it's chill. Just so for when I actually am here, I have as much energy as possible. To try and keep it, not go too hard, not go too little on it. Um, but yeah, as I said, we're gonna try and be here again Friday. This Friday, it'll probably be around the usual time that I used to stream, which will be, I guess, depending. It depends. Maybe around the same time that we started today. So 3 hours ago, whatever time that is for you, it all depends. I don't want to keep it too crazy. I just want to, when it feels right, it feels right. But next potential stream is going to be Friday, okay? Friday. That's what we're going to do. Friday. But I appreciate you guys, okay? I appreciate you guys chilling, coming back, even though I haven't been here in forever. We're probably going to be doing this challenge until either one, we get tired of it, or two, we'll see the alpha for the War Within. When that comes around, I'm going to be checking that out as well. And otherwise, we'll figure it out. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you guys. Let me just take a gander. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That is a-okay. But thank you guys for chilling, chatting it up, hanging out, and I hope to see you again on Friday, okay? Enjoy the rest of your night, evening, morning, day, depending on where you are in the world. I don't remember all the time zones. So, but I appreciate you guys, okay? I'll see you on Friday. See ya! Goodbye, everyone! Goodbye! Hopefully we get some good sales on this. And as I said, I won't touch this at all unless it's on stream, okay? So, you guys know. One post, we'll see. Goodbye, everyone! Goodbye!